Welcome to Podsdale, brought to you by the City of Scottsdale. Join us to explore the stories that make our city a world-class community.
Welcome back to Podsdale. I'm Greer.
And I'm Gail. Thanks for joining us.
The holiday season in Scottsdale is almost here, and that means Old Town is about to transform into a festive wonderland. Scottsdazzle is back, bigger, brighter, and more dazzling than ever.
Yeah, that's right. Bigger, bolder, badder. It's Scottsdazzle. You've got everything from jingle and jazz, tree lighting spectacular, to family-friendly fun like pancakes and pajamas with Santa. I'm in on that. And new features like the Tinsel Trail holiday windows. There's something for everybody this season.
To give us a behind-the-scenes look at what's in store, we're joined by one of many awesome people who make holiday magic happen, Angelica Chiapullo.
Angelica, welcome to Podsdale.
Thank you for having me here today.
And may we be the first to say happy holidays.
Yes.
Thank you.
Before we get into everything, Angelica, can you just tell us a little bit more about yourself, your position, and why you're here today?
Sure. Well, thank you so much for having me. I'm Angelica Chiapullo. I work in tourism and events, which is a fantastic place to be here in Scottsdale. And I focus on Old Town Scottsdale. So I get the opportunity to work with all of our fantastic local businesses, promoting special events, their offerings, and everything that Old Town has to offer.
For anyone new to Scottsdale, what is Scottsdazzle? Because I know what it is, but somebody may be saying, what is that?
Scottsdazzle is Old Town Scottsdale's holiday celebration. It kicks off on November 29th with the annual tree lighting ceremony and continues through December 31st and features a variety of unique events as well as fantastic offerings and seasonal promotions from all of our local Old Town Scottsdale restaurants and shopping.
I know that you sometimes have a theme or focus for Scottsdazzle. Do you have a theme this year?
Our theme is really for everyone to come out and celebrate. We were recently awarded the Arizona Travel Award for Best Community Event.
I remember.
So I feel we have a lot to live up to this year, and we really always want to be able to shine a spotlight on all of our Old Town businesses.
Very cool.
Let's start with the kickoff because that's when everything really gets started. That's the Jingle and Jazz Tree Lighting Spectacular on November 29th. Tell us a little something about that event.
Absolutely. It is a beautiful event. So to picture the scene, the Scottsdale Canal Bank, so the Scottsdale waterfront, turns into a really magical wonderland.
It does.
Is lined with decorations, with lights, priceless photo opportunities. So it's a stunning scenery. And then we mix in a 16-piece band, the New Guard Band, who's going to be playing holiday favorites with a swing style. So really festive atmosphere. Plus, we have dancing performers. We'll have different types of live entertainment like stilt walkers. There'll be a new kids area this year, so we've really expanded the kids section.
Very cool.
And also new this year, we've partnered with the Mercantile to create a pop-up market. So you're also going to be able to shop while you walk around the tree lighting ceremony.
Is that similar to the Mercantile markets that happen occasionally at the Civic Center?
It is the same shop. So they are a local Old Town Scottsdale owned shop where they do have those markets quite regularly. At our market, they'll be having retailers that are within their Old Town location. And yes, we'll have several vendors where you'll be able to shop and buy some holiday goods.
Very cool.
All right, for families, pancakes and pajamas with Santa. I mean, it's always a hit. Are there any other family-friendly or kid-focused events that people can put on their calendar now so they don't miss out?
Absolutely. Almost all of our events are family friendly. Pancakes and Pajamas is sure a highlight. The library hosts the ultimate family play date. That is one you don't want to miss.
That's a big hit, I know.
We are hosting outdoors under the stars at the Scottsdale Civic Center a showing of Home Alone. In addition, perhaps maybe you're always looking for teenagers and something for them to do. We have the Sparkle and Spin scavenger hunts. So one of the Scottsdale police detectives leads this. He's been doing it for years.
Oh my gosh, this
it.
is cool.
He comes dressed up in his holiday gear. You can decorate your bicycle and then travel around Old Town looking for different hints.
Oh my gosh, how cool.
You get a police escort.
Is it just for teens? Because I feel like I need to be here at that event. event.
No, absolutely. It's for everyone.
Very cool. I know we had talked at one point about the Tinsel Trail holiday windows. I know that's something new that you're bringing to the table this year. Can you expand a little bit more on that program and what exactly that is going to be in Old Town?
I am very excited to announce the Tinsel Trail. It is new this year. And when we do our planning for Scottsdazzle, we're always looking at the Tourism and Event Strategic Plan and how we can really touch on those elements that are listed there. So, for example, culture, creativity, bringing art outdoors and showcasing the arts and culture in Scottsdale and Old Town specifically is really critical. So this is a new element that we've created and a way that we're able to do that by showcasing artists and also connecting them with their businesses. So what we're going to offer is visitors will be able to travel throughout Old Town Scottsdale, visiting 12 different locations that had their storefronts painted by local artists.
Very cool.
And in addition, you can vote for your favorite, so there's a little bit of an element of fun to it as well.
Think of it as like a Macy's window without all the crowds that you get in New York City.
Exactly.
I worked there for like two Christmas seasons, and let me tell you, it was always crowded. But in Scottsdale, it'll be nice. And you won't have to wear a coat too much.
Yeah, I was going to say it won't be snowing.
Well, those are some big events. What are some smaller hidden gems that you could tell people about that they could visit and put on their calendars?
And that is something really nice because we do have a lot of free events that draw thousands of crowds and are more of your really larger events. But we also have very small, intimate events that are ticketed. So a couple that I can point out is one's titled Dazzling Dish and Wintry Wine. And we are partnering with a James Beard Award winner that we have locally here, Chef Charlene Badman. She's the owner of F&B, just located in the Fifth Avenue Shopping District, as well as Los Milux, one of our other locally owned wineries. She'll be demonstrating first one of her favorite vegetarian dishes, and then they'll be pairing it with some wine samples.
Oh, how cool.
Very nice. And this will be a more intimate event. As well, we have a couple of other businesses we're partnering with, Los Olivos and also the local Be Naked Chocolates. It's a chocolate shop here in Old Town. They will be hosting events on the Marshall Way Bridge. So again, if you picture the Scottsdale waterfront, it's covered in head to toe from lights and decorations. And we host more intimate events, about 50 people out on the Marshall Way Bridge with these different businesses leading us in activities.
How do you collaborate with Old Town businesses and restaurants and local artists and bring it to life? Because this is a really big endeavor where you're trying to give that cohesive Scottsdazzle look.
Great question. And something that is really at the forefront of everything that we do is showcasing our businesses. Old Town is filled with locally owned, unique businesses and offerings, and we really want people to know about them. So there's a few ways that we get them involved. The Scottsdazzle website, scottsdazzle.com, all of the businesses are able to add a seasonal deal or promotion. So if you go on there right now, you'll be able to see some of the different offerings, like the Valley Ho has a roller skating rink this year.
Oh, fun.
Main Dish, one of our locally owned businesses, they're offering a different type of discount. They have some free gift with purchases. So there's a lot of really nice offerings on the website. So that's something that's available to everyone. We also, as I mentioned, partner with the businesses on many of the events, such as this year Los Olivos, the Be Naked Chocolates, and F&B. So we work very closely with the businesses on everything that we do to try and help bring them to the forefront and make sure people are shopping throughout the season.
Angelica, I do also know that we have a couple Hanukkah events. Can you tell us a little bit more about those and when those are going to be happening?
Yes, we have 2 Hanukkah events here in Old Town Scottsdale. We partner with Valley of the Sun J and also Chabad of South Scottsdale to host family-friendly public menorah lightings. One takes place on the 17th of December and then on the 21st of December. It's a beautiful celebration, very family-friendly. They have singing, crafts, and we also have a 9-foot menorah right on the Scottsdale waterfront.
Very cool. So there really is something for everyone.
I love a good menorah lighting. I always love to go to those. So yes, you don't want to miss that.
Okay. I personally love just walking around and looking at all the different lights, and the way you guys set it up is just so fascinating, and it's different every year. Can you talk a little bit more about the planning that goes into decorating all of Old Town Scottsdale and just how you do it with such a large event like Scottsdazzle?
Sure. Well, we have a fantastic company that we work with. They help us, and we work very closely with them on all of the decorations. And what we try and really do is make sure that it's extended throughout all of Old Town. So while I've mentioned the waterfront a lot and talked about it, that is definitely one of the focal points for the events. But we really want people traveling throughout all of Old Town. So for example, this year, we've added some new decorations at the Civic Center that we haven't had before. There's going to be a couple of Waterloo rings. So if you think of the British rings, there's going to be these giant oversized Waterloo rings. Filled inside them will be all tiny ornaments. And visitors will be able to go and guess how many ornaments are inside. And our fantastic local businesses, again, they've offered prizes to win a day in Old Town Scottsdale. So some participating businesses like Barrio Queen, Jenny's Ice Cream, Scottsdale's Museum of Contemporary Art, they've all donated gifts that you have an opportunity to win if you go to the Scottsdale Civic Center to guess how many ornaments are inside.
How fun. Gail, you better start guessing.
I know, right? All right. It's like I'm still imagining I'm going to take Greer ice skating.
Yeah, I know.
All right. If somebody's planning their visit, what are your top tips, like the best time to come? Where should they park? How do you make a full day or night of this whole event?
Well, every time is a good time to come.
I know.
Well, it really depends on what they're looking for. So I think Scottsdazzle.com is a great place to start because you can see a listing of all the events. So perhaps you want to plan to go to a few, really put those on your bucket list. And in terms of parking in Old Town is always free. There's also a lot of rideshare options, which are a nice opportunity because perhaps you want to start at the waterfront, but you want to walk through the Arts District and walk through historic Old Town. So then you can be picked up and dropped off in different points. We also have a lot of tours that I haven't mentioned yet. So there's a number of tour companies in Old Town Scottsdale, and they feature the holiday lights while also adding things in like the history of Scottsdale or the Wild West of Scottsdale, or maybe visiting some of the dining establishments. So perhaps that's a great way to be able to see everything.
I will say it's pretty cool. I've never taken one of the tours in Old Town Scottsdale, but I love seeing everyone drive around on the golf carts, and everyone's very excited to see everything. So if you have the opportunity to take one of those tours, I would definitely recommend. Me personally, my favorite event, I went last year. I went to a lot of different things for Scottsdazzle. The tree lighting ceremony was just really cool. It's a big group of people. We got carolers, Santa Claus, the whole 9 yards. So I would definitely recommend that be a stop for people if they're looking for a specific event to go see. But thank you for sharing all those tips on that.
Well, what goes into planning something this big, though? I mean, this is big. It's bold. There's a lot of details that go into it. What is the planning like? You can't just start this on September 1 and just say, let's do something.
It is quite intense. This is our 10th year, so we do have a lot of experience and a lot of key learnings, but we absolutely start planning months in advance. I think our first meetings were back in May.
When it's 100
Talking Christmas in May.
Yes. We actually visit the showroom where the decorations are kept, I think in February. So it is quite an intense process.
So Angelica, I know you are the marketing manager. How do you keep Scottsdale fresh and exciting every single year while staying true to what people love about Scottsdazzle?
Sure, and I hope we are accomplishing that because that sounds exactly what we are trying to do. We love having people looking forward to it, having it on their calendar, really being a staple in their annual celebration. So we have the Scottsdazzle brand, which has been carried on for several years now. We do always change the logo and the imagery slightly, and really it goes into the programming as well. I think being able to keep a lot of our annual events that people look forward to while also integrating some new elements is quite important.
For sure.
What does it look like for you for success for your team? Is it community engagement? Is it the number of crowds? Combination of both?
Mm-hmm. Great question. And yes, I think it's a combination of everything. We look at attendance. We look at our survey results. So how are the visitors feeling during their experience? We talk to all of our stakeholders, like the Old Town merchants, also survey them. There's so many stakeholders involved in Scottsdazzle and really contributing to its success.
And Obviously, Scottsdazzle has become a beloved Scottsdale tradition. How do you see Scottsdazzle evolving over the years, and what do you think is next for Scottsdazzle and Scottsdale?
Oh, well, it's always fun to think of new ideas and brainstorm and really hear what the public's interested in and what our visitors and our locals. We really want to make sure that the locals are participating and they're also looking forward to it. So we'd love to hear some ideas and feedback on things that we can do to help improve it.
Very cool.
All right, just between us and everybody listening, what's your favorite Scottsdazzle thing to do? What's your favorite event?
Oh, I don't know.
You can't pick a favorite. They're all my favorites.
Pick a favorite.
That's
They're
fair.
all my
Well, my favorite is the tree lighting ceremony. It really is quite magical. I did not realize the tree would be as large as it was. I was just taken aback by everything. So I definitely recommend checking that out if you're in the area for Scottsdazzle.
Okay, it's 36 feet in case you want a fun fact.
Okay, well, that's good to know because I knew it was large. I didn't know how large. So thanks for sharing. And Angelica, thank you so much for coming on today. As always, we love having you on Podsdale. Before we head out, is there anything else you'd like to share with us?
Please visit scottsdazzle.com so you can find out all the events. Tickets go on sale November 1st, and we would love to see you here in Old Town Scottsdale.
Thank you.
And I was just on scottsdazzle.com. Plenty of events to sign up for. If you know what your family's holiday schedule is, like start signing up on November the 1st. That's a Saturday. Wait a minute. When does this end?
Sometime in November.
All right. But like, you could sign up. I mean, this is something to like, where do I take the in-laws? Go to scottsdazzle.com. You got it.
Exactly. Well, thank you again, Angelica, for coming on. We always love having you. And thanks again for everything you do and all the work that you put into Scottsdazzle.
Thank you.
That's all for this episode of Podsdale. If you enjoyed listening, be sure to subscribe. You can find us on YouTube or in your favorite podcast app. Share episode ideas and provide your feedback by emailing communications@scottsdaleaz.gov. Thanks for listening.